The room was silent, except for the hum of computer fans and the faint ticking of a wall clock. 3 glowing monitors lit the darkness. Green, red, then red again. James sat at his trading desk, motionless, eyes fixed on the charts. It was 2:43 a.m. The candlestick on his main screen hovered just above his stop loss. If it dropped, his account would be gone. His hand trembled over the mouse. "Come on, just bounce," he whispered. The market didn't care. The price plunged. A sharp beep echoed. Trade closed. Balance, $47.32. James pushed back his chair. He stared at his monitors, the charts, the blinking cursor, the sticky note taped to the edge of his screen. "Stay disciplined." He laughed bitterly. Discipline? This was the end. 5 years ago, James had believed trading was his escape, a way out of the 9 to 5, a path to freedom. He'd read every book, watched every course, and joined every secret strategy Telegram group. His desk was a battlefield of coffee cups, notebooks, and optimism. He memorized chart patterns like flashcards, double tops, breakouts, retracements. He truly believed he was one strategy away from success. And sometimes it worked. He'd win a few trades. Confidence would soar. Then, one emotional mistake, one impulsive revenge trade, and everything would vanish. The pattern repeated for years. His girlfriend Sarah used to ask, "Why don't you take a break?" He'd smile weakly. "I'm close. I can feel it." But the truth, he was addicted, not to trading, but to hope. Mark Douglas once wrote in Trading in the Zone, "You don't trade the market, you trade your beliefs about the market." And James's beliefs were built on fear, greed, and desperation. After his account hit zero, James walked into the rain. The city was quiet, neon lights reflecting off wet pavement. He wandered without aim, thinking of all the hours, the books, the sleepless nights. He had nothing left but the feeling of failure. He thought of quitting, selling everything, getting a job again. But one quote wouldn't leave his head, mine from Brett Stienbarger's The Daily Trading Coach. "Every trader gets the outcome they train for. You can't perform better than your mindset allows." And that's when it hit him. He had trained himself to lose, trained himself to react, trained himself to chase emotion instead of probability. If he wanted to succeed, he didn't need a new strategy. He needed a new mind. The next morning, James did something different. He didn't open his trading platform. He opened a notebook. At the top, he wrote, "Why do I keep losing?" And then he wrote the truth. "Because I break rules, because I want to be right, because I can't accept losing, because I trade to feel something." That page changed everything. He decided to take 1 month off. No trades, no charts, just self-study. He reread Trading in the Zone. He read The Disciplined Trader. He watched interviews with Stienbarger and Ray Dalio. He started understanding. The market isn't your enemy. The market is your mirror. Every emotion, every impulse, every fear, it reflects back at you. James rebuilt everything from the ground up. He cleaned his desk, removed distractions, 2 monitors instead of 3, a notebook, a cup of black coffee and silence. He created a trading ritual: meditate for 5 minutes, visualize discipline, review checklist, accept uncertainty. His new mantra came from Mark Douglas: anything can happen in the market. You don't need to know what will happen next to make money. He started to trade small. No more gambling, no more emotions. Each trade became a test of psychology, not profitability. He was learning to think like a trader and to detach, observe, and accept. Weeks passed. James began journaling his emotions alongside his trades. He saw patterns, not in price, but in himself. When he was calm, trades aligned beautifully. When he was tense, markets felt chaotic. He realized trading success wasn't about prediction, it was about perception. By observing his emotions instead of reacting to them, he was rewiring his neural pathways. He no longer chased highs, he no longer feared losses. He had become process-oriented. For the first time, he felt what Douglas called the zone, a mental space where fear disappears and execution feels effortless. Then came the real test. A major economic event, markets crashing, volatility exploding. Online forums filled with panic, social media screamed, "Buy the dip!" James felt it. That old familiar surge of adrenaline, that whisper of greed. This is your moment. But instead of jumping in, he opened his journal. He read his rule: trade only when calm. He watched the chaos unfold and stayed still. When it ended, he hadn't lost a cent. And that calm felt better than any win ever had. He smiled. He had passed the test. He wasn't reacting to the market anymore. He was responding to it. Months later, James was consistent. He wasn't chasing money anymore. He was chasing mastery. Each morning began with meditation and gratitude. Each night ended with the same question in his journal: did I follow my plan today? He He started sharing his journey online, not strategies, but mindset lessons. He told others, your trading results reflect your mindset. Fix your mind, and profits will follow. He had become what every trader aspires to be, a consistent, probability-driven, emotionally neutral decision maker, a true professional of uncertainty. Years later, James still trades every morning, same desk, same screens, same market, but everything feels different, because now he's different. He still loses trades, slightly, but no longer loses control. He still feels fear, but no longer obeys it. Trading, he learned, isn't about predicting the market, it's about managing yourself. Every morning he reads his favourite line from Trading in the Zone. When you truly accept the risks, you will no longer have fear. That's the truth every trader must face. The market doesn't test your strategy, it tests your psychology. Reprogram your mind and you reprogram your results.